My grandmother was a very wise woman, and I'm learning more and more just every day how wise she was. And so we need to learn to listen to wisdom. We need to learn to, learn from each day. But she used to say when somebody new came around, especially if we were dating them, she would ask, she had 100 questions. She just wanted to know, who their people were. That's what she would ask, where are you from? Who are your relatives? What's your last name? She wanted to get to know the person, and she wanted to know who their family was. And so I think it's important that before we get in relationships with people, especially, serious relationship, intimate relationships, relationships that we want to build as far as friendship. And this is fine for acquaintance. We can have these superficial conversations, or we don't have to find out maybe as much in a relationship that is not going to be, a long-term relationship, or, just a casual relationship or an acquaintance. But if we are going to be in a relationship with somebody, we want, we're invested, we want to be in a relationship long term, we got to make sure that we find out about the person, find out, be around their family, be around their friends, and then you start asking questions, and you find out more about the person, because no matter what we say, we are influenced by the people that we are around all the time. Our family of origin affects how we do things right now today, and so it's important that we ask questions about people in their family. Particularly intimate relationship, we ask questions. We spend time with their family. We ask questions about, what they did for a living, where did they come from, you just questions about, what they did for a living, where they live, where they've lived, what's the bloodline, typically, there's several marriages, so the names have changed, particularly, for a woman. So you just ask questions and find out about this person and their background, so you can really get more idea of, about who they are, and, kind of what they, how they feel about certain things, their perceptions and all that. And so it's important that we ask questions. And I think too often we jump into serious relationships with people and we don't know them. We didn't ask the right questions. We didn't listen to what they were saying. We didn't read between the lines. We just took them at face value, that what they were saying, everything they said was, the truth. And we didn't look for the things that we should have been looking for. We didn't ask the questions that we should have been asking. And so just something to be thinking about is, when you are getting ready to get into a relationship, or when you meet people, do you vet them? Do you find out about them? Do you find out about their family of origin? Do you find out who they're hanging out with, their friends? Do you look at their habits? And so it's important that we kind of look at these things ahead of time, because if not, we live in regret. We let people waste our time. We let people waste our money, things that we can't get back. And if we had just paid attention, we had looked at the red flags, the yellow flags, we would have known ahead of time that this was not a person that we want to be in a relationship with. Instead of investing 2 years or 5 years into of your life within this relationship, only to find out that this is not somebody that you want to be associated with. You don't want your name attached to them. And so something to be thinking about.